Welcome to the August 26, 2019 Advance Report for McGowanGroup clients and NetWorthRadio.com listeners. I'm Spencer McGowan, your financial weatherman, president of McGowanGroup Asset Management, for a fast-paced tour of the global financial markets. The Dow Jones Industrial Average right here. We go back 2 years to show the end of the rally. The range-bound Dow, as we've been saying. All eyes this week were on Jackson Hole, Wyoming. 45 central banks assembled. Jerome Powell, the Friday speech, led off. What was the Dow's reaction? Well, add to this chart a decline of nearly 500 points. That's about 2% across the board for U.S. equity. What did he say? Full employment? Well, that's good news. Steady inflation at their target or below their target. That's also good news. Longest expansion in U.S. history. No, I don't get it. And we'll have more on that next week. Why would the market sell off? What were they buying? Well, they were buying bonds. A big drop in interest rates at the end of the week. In a single day, nearly 10 basis points or 0.1% for both the 10-year and the 30-year bond, increasing this inversion that you see right here. The 10-year Treasury note substantially below the 90-day T-bill. The world is upside down, and Net Worth Radio brings you the reasons. As your financial weatherman, I want to point out one of the primary factors here, and it is a bizarre upside down interest rate world. This is the inversion you've been hearing. Does it foretell a recession? Not necessarily, because look what's going on in Europe. Europe may in fact be in a recession, but this week, Germany, minus 0.2% each year for 10 years if you lock in their good, safe government bond. If that rate goes back to 1%, German pensions could lose 10% of their value just on that move alone in the German bond. United States still paying just over 1.5%. Mexico 3.3%. That seems like a very low yield to loan money to Mexico. Government bonds and long investment grade should be considered dangerous for duration risk. Where do we go? Well, this weekend's program, we talk about the global high yield markets, the corporate lending market, where there are still very attractive yields, well above 5 or 6%, which seems like a fortune compared to these negative rates in Europe. Germany may in fact, because of the auto recession over there, they may in fact already have a slowing economy. Does it mean the rest of the world slows? It did not in 2012. The last time that auto sales in Europe actually dropped, the United States just powered ahead in the longest expansion that we've had so far. I want to revisit something that we warned you about. Alex and I on the program when Tesla was about $350 said this is a company losing money. It is not to be trifled with, and we issued that warning. Now the stock approached 200 here at the close of the week, down $8 a share on Friday alone. Tesla having big problems, actually making money. Who else is not making money? What other initial public offerings of stock should we avoid? WeWork is one. This chart is 15.5 years of Regus. Berkshire Hathaway likes Regus, by the way. This is the shared office space. WeWork does it, and about 12 other global competitors do it. Well, Regus is selling at just 10 times earnings. The stock has done very well this year, topping $400 a share for the first time in its history. Regus at 10 times earnings versus WeWork, which lost $600 million so far this year. Wow, I'll take Regus stock any day over a dangerous IPO called WeWork. Another warning from Net Worth Radio on value at risk of loss. Tune in to networthradio.com for the longer play program. Better yet, fill out your preliminary client questionnaire for your 1-hour brainstorming with McGowanGroup Asset Management to get your initial plan outline. I'm Spencer McGowan, your financial weatherman. Thank you for joining us for this week's YouTube Global Financial Update. Thank you for tuning in to our YouTube channel. I'm Spencer McGowan, President, McGowanGroup, your financial weatherman. We sponsor each week NetWorthRadio.com broadcast that has the charts and graphs, many of which you saw today. We also sponsor this YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe for fast-breaking news, an alert when we post something in a market condition that may have changed. Our goal is to help you as an investor make the right decisions at the right time. And that's part of what this YouTube channel is about, as well as NetWorthRadio.com. I am well served with a team of 10 people, including myself. And that team that cares is actually made up of people who devoted to your net profits and your success, as well as excellence in service. If you want an educational experience to follow this up, get to NetWorthRadio.com, the McGowanGroup.com. Right here, we disclose our net client experience all the way back to 2001. What that includes, the bear market cycles of 02, 08, 2018, and the recoveries through the most recent quarter. That is true education of investors and exactly how our clients have done, disclosed right here. Further disclosures, value at risk of loss. Yes, investments are going to fluctuate. That's part of the reason for this broadcast. And that can actually work to your advantage. We'll build that into your plan. So I urge you to go to NetWorthRadio.com, fill out the preliminary client questionnaire, a free 1-hour brainstorming session by phone or at the Crescent in Dallas, and we will map out a multi-year plan for you and your family that's appropriate. Just because we talk about a security on this broadcast or any securities doesn't make it a recommendation for your portfolio until you have that written plan. Thank you for tuning in today, and we'll be back next week as your financial weatherman.